Next, I come to the question of the Vigilance Commission. Something has been said about the Vigilance Commission also here. It is good thing that the government should be thinking of eradicating corruption in public life. They have appointed the vigilance commissioners, and this is a welcome sign. In the states also similar commissions have been appointed, but I have my doubts regarding the usefulness of these commissions. In the first place, I have objection to the appointment of the chairman of the commission. In our state, one of the retired High Court judges has been appointed. He was Vice Chancellor and he was made to resign, and he was appointed the Vigilance Commissioner in that state. Particularly, I am opposed to the appointment of any retired High Court judge because I am of the opinion that High Court judges should not be appointed after their retirement. This is another way of corrupting the man. Our High Court judges are very good. There may be some exceptions, but so far they have kept up the reputation of the judiciary. But nowadays, since the government is appointing them to such lucrative posts, for instance, as vice chancellors and as chairmen of commissions and so on, there is a tendency to secure some favor or the other from the executive, and this is not a very healthy sign. Therefore, I would not mind if a High Court judge who is in regular service is appointed as the chairman of the commissioner. But in any case, retired High Court judges or retired Supreme Court judges should not be appointed to these commissions, or for that matter to any of the government posts, because that is another way of corrupting them. Then there are certain people who are appointed or who are associated with the work of this commission, and mostly they are from the police department. We all know that is the reputation of the police department in this country. The police have in our country failed to create any confidence among the public. Whenever any trouble arises, for example, when trouble arose in Jamshedpur and Rourkela, the police machinery failed and ultimately the army had to be called in. The people have got some faith in the army, but they have no faith in the police because the police are not ready to give any help to them on many occasions. Para. The work of investigation under the Vigilance Commission is entrusted to such a machinery, and I have grave doubts whether in that case the Commission will be able to come to grips with the problem or be able to find out the real cases of corruption through this machinery. If I am not wrong, I have read in the papers that there are complaints against the very officers or against the very persons who are now entrusted with the work of this Vigilance Commission. Therefore, my submission is that the agency for the investigation should be independent staff. I think that at least some special cadre should be created apart from the police and the investigation, or at least the final authority in the matter, or the actual responsibility should not be with the police officers. What I have been told is that these very police dignitaries are entrusted with this investigation work, and when these police people investigate these cases, I doubt whether any real case can be brought to the notice of the Vigilance Commission staff.